Welcome to the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. I am your host, Naif. This is Cheech. This is Rise. Philly fan, Miami fan, and a Lakers fan.
A very sad Lakers fan.
How are we, boys?
Fantastic.
Not bad.
Good.
Could be better. Could be better.
Could be better.
We've been better.
I thought it'd be terrible, Chuck.
First to four, yeah. First to four.
So, if you couldn't already tell by the series scores, Chichi is going to have a lot of energy today.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be whipping out the one-liners. The Sixers are already in Cancun. The Lakers are joining them. They might have joined them by the time you see this, to be honest.
Tickets might be booked.
The tickets
They
are
might
probably
be
already
postponed,
booked.
we'll
I
see.
don't know who, out of everyone
Yeah.
in your 15-man roster, who's most likely to have booked their tickets already, you reckon?
To Cancun. Tristan Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Him and the Kardashians, I'm sure they're going to film something.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we can film early.
They're probably there now.
We're out.
They've been there.
Yeah, fuck me. All right. Fuck the Lakers. Whatever. We'll be talking about them. Cheech. The Miami Heat today destroyed the Boston Celtics in Miami to go 3-0 up. Gave Vincent 29 points.
Yes, sir.
The margin was around there as well. Something like 21 points.
At 1 point, 33 points.
Yeah.
And then,
Killed them.
Yeah.
It was one of those games none of the proper players played in the fourth quarter. And the Heat are so thin that you guys had to play Robinson for a while there and Lowry for a while because
And Gabe Vincent.
you literally got no players left for
Yeah.
garbage time. You know what I mean? Maybe Jimmy has to play garbage
That's
time.
what I say. I'm like, their players are unrestricted. That is their...
Yeah,
their depth.
this they're playing their bench.
Yeah.
And they're destroying the NBA. Cheech,
Facts.
you must be on top of the world.
Yeah. I'm on top of the world. And it's been like that since Saturday. So Saturday our time, that was game 2. Absolutely buzzing. That followed on from Sunday. Then the Lakers situation, but I was already buzzed. Like, whatever happened, Lakers situation doesn't really concern me.
Was a bonus, though, to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So it's bonus.
and then this morning, I thought I told you that Miami's got it.
Yeah, you did. You did. Credit to Cheech.
And I looked at the odds, and it was like 2.5, and I was like, damn. But I don't really like to gamble,
Yeah.
so I didn't mail it in. But I watched it immediately. I said, work can take a break today, man.
Yeah, you were calling it. You were
And
saying.
absolute, like it was nuclear. I thought it was Hiroshima kind of situation. The way we were making it splash from the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
I was like, is there 5,000 Jamal Murrays?
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Man. So if you didn't catch it, Game 3 in Miami, Jimmy and the Heat had already, I don't know if you even call it stolen. They won games 1 and 2 in Boston. Heading back to Miami, all the chips in their favor. And again, people like me, I was like, surely Boston get one. Surely they
Yeah.
get one. I was picking Miami after Game 1, the winning Game 1, because I could just see that Boston just don't have it against you guys. But mostly they're just Spoelstra and the Heat are making the Celtics look dumb. That's what I've been saying. You're making them look so dumb. They have no idea what to do. They have no idea how to play.
No.
Even the buckets they're getting, they're like, they come out of a timeout and Tatum's hitting like a floater, in the middle of the paint, and it's like it's barely a shot.
Yeah.
It's barely a shot, and I'm like,
It wasn't drawing up.
is
It's
that-
just...
yeah, I'm
it's
like, is
just
that what they drew
Go
up?
to work and just...
they've got nothing.
Get open.
They've got nothing for the Heat.
And they're like, oh, let's try this again.
Yeah,
And just throwing anything at the whiteboard.
yeah,
And Butler's like, oh, we've seen this before. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. They were absolutely flabbergasted. The only persons, that's why plurals, that showed up for the Celtics was the 2 Williams.
yeah. Rob and Grant.
Seriously. And, after that game too, like, Grant was talking that trash, like,
Poke the bear.
yeah, but it was like, after all this, he was the only one that actually stood up.
Yeah.
Like, even when he was talking smack to Jimmy, he actually went back and scored. Jimmy went, like, it was back
Trading
and forth.
buckets a bit.
Yeah.
He was trading a bit.
Nobody said, okay, it's my time.
Yeah.
As we've been saying, Tatum's 1.5, now 100% drops down to 2 on our tier list. Because that was absolutely.
And the funny thing about Tatum is today, look, I can't speak anymore because Joel let me down and I can't even, they knocked us out. But Tatum today, it's so funny because when he played like shit in Game 6, he woke up in the last 5 minutes of Game 6, whatever. Garbage time, fourth quarter today. Yeah. Can't play.
I think he's
yeah,
had
what
zero,
I'm saying is like you
zero
can't
field goals.
You can't if he's just good in the clutch, there's no clutch today.
Yeah.
The fourth quarter was all the bench players.
Yeah.
So that's where my agenda, while I have no legs to stand on, the Sixers have just taken away all my bragging rights. When we talk about, as you're saying, where we rank these guys, Tatum, I'm back there.
It's hard now.
I don't
After
want to say
what's
he's
happening.
shit, but he's shit.
Brown,
Yeah.
absolute useless.
Yeah.
Threes that they were taking. They even had the clear lane.
Mm.
They're like, nah, I'm gonna stand back here because I'm scared. The ball, there was like a weird force field at the 3-point line
Yeah.
that they couldn't put the ball back in. And you know what? The weird thing was, you would look at the stats, plus 22 rebounds that they had, still couldn't do anything.
Yeah. And especially like when you talked about how Grant and Rob, especially Rob Williams, the Heat in a way, it's sort of like that's the only thing that they were like allowing to happen. Rob Williams to be a tall center. You're like, because you're not going to get killed by him. You know what I mean? You pack the paint, all that sort of things. You make it hard on him, but your main defensive schemes is because he's not ever going to drop 30. And I could see that while he did play well in his minutes that he got, and he got a lot of offensive rebounds, or it looked like he did anyway, just eye test, looked like he got some good rebounds. I was like, but that's the only thing they're getting because the Heat are letting them have that. And Grant Williams as well. There's some players the Heat would just
They'll let them have
anything the
they'll let them
Celtics
have the ball.
yeah, anything the Celtics had, it's because the Heat were like, okay, kill us that way. If in all of sports, if every team had an Eric Spoelstra and could draft and scout like the Heat have, maybe we would have a different history of sports where the superstars don't even dominate, because the level that Spoelstra and the Heat culture, which is real, has
After how many years of mocking it?
believes in it.
The level that Spoelstra and the Heat culture elevates any team, I would almost say, but elevates your team to. It's like, what do we even have Tatum and what do we even have these superstars for? I was talking to Ryan about before you got here and before the show. When we look back on this, even I'll put my hand up now, like, I don't even know if Giannis was in. I will put my hand up. If Giannis was in, I don't even know if the Bucks do beat the Heat. This Heat side is just relentless.
Just dominating. The role players, like, everyone's just doing everything and anything they should be.
Yeah.
Like, the role players are hitting Martin, Gabe Vincent,
And
Duncan
I'm
now.
waiting,
Crazy.
so I'm classic me, I was like, oh, surely the Celtics are going to do what everyone else does. They're not going to go 0-2 down 0-2 at home. 16 times in a row, the home team has lost the first game. They win the second game. I was like to you on Saturday during our live, I'm like, Celtics 100% winning just because of the universe. And I'm like, the Lakers are going to get, game 3 just because of the universe. Like, something has to give. And I think everyone, not only in terms of series, but each game to game, I think we're all waiting for, like, Strus, Vincent, Caleb Martin to have a shit game. And they just, in one way or another, they don't.
They keep elevating.
The unit doesn't.
They keep
Like,
elevating.
even when Lowry didn't score a point in game 2 in Boston, he was still helping out on the defensive end. Yes, he was a negative, but like...
The effort. The effort is consistent. That's one thing. Whether the shooting is there or not, that level of effort is consistent. Philly hasn't shown it. As soon as the shots ain't falling, that's it. Same with Celtics, with the 3-pointers. They live and die by the 3.
Yeah.
And that's what, I guess Chuck was really worried about all these years ago. Golden State Warriors will they have that? If the shots stop falling, will they have that? But fortunately enough, they're more talented to have that. But Miami was able to utilize that defense, even if the shots aren't falling. They had 17 more points. 17 more shots. The Celtics today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They just kept bricking them.
Yeah.
And it was just embarrassing. And this is what I've been screaming into this mic for months on end. The Celtics, and again, I know Philly aren't innocent at all, but the Celtics living and dying by the three, as you're saying. Today was just getting, as I said, it was getting embarrassing. It was getting sad.
You know what happens
in the third quarter because they had nothing.
So they jack up the throw, trying to cut the lead.
They don't run anything.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
we got nothing, three.
Yeah.
Miss.
Yeah.
Miss.
And when you're down by
worse.
by 15 plus, it's like, all right, let's try drop this gap quicker. Let's put up threes. Let's try break it. But then you go through 3-4 possessions and missing threes. The other team's scoring 2 buckets, and it's like, shit. Now we're down by 20.
Yeah.
And we still haven't hit a throw.
And I'm so glad, as I said, everyone's heard me go on about how I hate it. I think it's what's wrong with the game. The 3-point shot, especially the corner three, is overpowered. It's too overvalued. They need to reassess it. And, but, when I argue with my, cousin about this, he did say one thing. I said it on the live yesterday, I think, that the 3-point, reliance still hasn't won yet. I don't count the Warriors as that because the Warriors were smarter. They didn't just jack up prayers. They do all this stuff, right? But the Rockets, they learnt. I know Harden was his own offense.
27 unanswered.
27 missed threes in a row in Game 7. We saw that was embarrassing today. What I was seeing from the Celtics.
It's hard to rely on.
Did you see that one play where Jaylen Brown got the ball and he was just standing there about 6 feet behind the line.
Yep.
And then
he just held it for 4 seconds.
You can see he's waiting for a play.
Yeah.
They got nothing. You're shutting it all down. And he's like,
I better jack it.
And
Yeah. That's what LeBron was doing as well. And
I'm
you
like,
get annoyed.
If this,
You see it.
I'm glad to report that while I think the 3-point shot needs to be reassessed, for now at least, it still hasn't proven to win at the final moments.
Yep.
You still need someone you get the ball, and I think that's what LeBron's lacking with his injury or his age. Let's put it down to his injury. And you can't rely on a center as well. We've talked about that.
Yes,
AD.
yeah.
You need to get the ball to a guard or a wing, more so like a wing, 2 or 3 at maximum, like a 4. And you need them to run,
penetrate through
into the arc and whatever. Long jump shot, pull up, or go to the rim.
This is a weird thing. Celtics have those wings.
Yeah.
Right?
But they're not good enough. Is the point.
See? No, but
They're not good
I
enough
want
at
to
that.
emphasize, look at Miami. Look at Nuggets. We have the wing player and we have the center.
Yeah.
It's the combination of the two. Kobe and Gasol. Shaq and Kobe. Dwayne Wade and...
Yeah.
Spurs, who do we have again?
Tim
Duncan and
Tony Parker.
All of them, yeah.
It's these duos that
Manu.
you can tango with. And
That's
the
right,
in and out game is just so effective because if you have them, as we've talked about, if you have them collapse and then also need to scramble back in, but when they're only stretched out,
Yeah.
and they really don't like that contact, let's say, and they don't know how to dribble,
Yeah. That's
You take that away. Yeah.
take that away.
Yeah.
If that shot's not hitting, what do they got?
Too one-dimensional. Unbelievable. I thought we just traded for Giannis the way Bam was playing today.
Yeah. He was great.
I was like, damn!
He was
Catching
amazing.
lobs and doing... Yeah, he was good.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's you're right. There always is that sort of common denominator of it's always a big man and a wing or a guard.
just keeps it dynamic.
Yeah, but we've said it a million times. I'm happy to report that the Celtics and their live and die by the 3 is not working. Again, I already said it. Tragic. That was just sad. That was sad.
I was watching
today.
third quarter and I was messaging you. So I was like, what am I watching?
They're just not running anything. You can see it in the players. They're just like, all right, 3.
And then Miami
3.
Heat go down and I say, I don't know if it was Jimmy Butler just put a three up or midi in front of Marcus Smart's face, and he was defending the shit out of him. And then you could tell Jimmy Butler hit this, and Marcus Smart's just like, what do I do?
Yeah.
The disappointing thing was they had the bench guys come on.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're getting like all to transition.
As
like,
a Boston's bench.
Yeah, Boston's
Yeah,
bench
yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah. I say
right? And they tried for 2 plays because they turned over the ball. We got the fast break. They tried for 2 plays. After that, they were just walking back and allowing the slam dunks and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So it's like it was cancerous. It started off with the starters, and then you're like, okay, bench guys, you got
Give it a go.
12 minutes plus to do work, and they
Prove
like
yourself.
after 2 minutes after 2 plays, maybe 2 minutes. They were like,
You had Duncan throwing lobs to Bam.
bro.
Yeah, how
Making
bro, Duncan
highlights.
Robinson
I
today.
love it. When
How
I
about
see
that?
these throws going, I'm like, yes.
Man,
I must
but
respect
as you
that
said,
man.
not just the threes. I'm happy for him in
Just the
terms of
playmaking.
and
Just
there's
the
just so
opportunity.
many good things to say about Miami in terms of, like I've just seen, just talking on a Sixers front, I've seen years and years of, this guy's pure offense or this guy's just defense.
Yeah.
Because of the way you're coached, it doesn't matter that
doesn't
Duncan
matter.
Robinson is only offense or, you know what I mean? You got
Doesn't
these
matter
other
that
arm
Tyler Hero, Victor Oladipo is injured.
Yeah.
Whereas other teams are like, these players are injured. That's why.
If we played
that's
only
the
offense
excuse.
guy, like when we played
Kind of
like
thing.
JJ Redick under Brett Brown, actually it was only under Brett Brown, I think.
With Jimmy.
With Jimmy.
That was the best team.
Or when we played Matisse under Doc Rivers, they get exploited.
Yeah.
Whereas with Spoelstra, with the Heat culture, it feels like you guys can run anyone out there.
Yeah. Yep.
So
And muscle anyone
Cody
as
Zeller,
well.
there's anyone.
Yeah. Cody Zeller looking like an all-star.
I
today.
seen it's getting blocks
Hello?
because they're just running into him trying to throw it
I'll
up.
give up.
Spoelstra said in his, I don't know, he had a little pod or whatever. He said his job is to protect his players.
Yeah.
And that's the schemes that he runs on the defensive side, on the offensive side. And that's where coaches don't get it.
Yeah.
You have to look back. Spoelstra has done this 6 times in the conference final. Like, is it NBA? Oh, well, at least
He's
in
been
the
to
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the finals, but at 6 times. And all these other coaches, because of the rotation, you know, it's high turnover kind of thing. These coaches don't have that experience.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get into Celtics absolutely messed up. There was no need whatsoever to mess up a good thing for your feelings. No, I don't want to get into that. But I
As in coach. Yeah. Udoka. Yeah. I bet they're dying now. Season's over. They're probably like, we need him
to be
back.
in their feelings.
We need him
and
back.
they-
Season's already.
And they also let who they reckon a lot of people say was their smartest coach on the bench, Will Hardy. He went to the Jazz. He's the
Yep.
young Jazz coach. And there was another guy I think they let go. And they just had Joe left.
Yep. And
Hey.
you feel sorry for him. He's only apparently 2 years experience or so.
He's younger than Al Horford. He's 34.
And you just throw him into the fire.
Yeah.
But today I'll give him an applause. Because I'm like, he just took 100% of the accountability.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like, I know he should have, like, you know, you could say as a
I
we.
didn't catch a press conference.
He was
took it,
saying
yeah.
it, me, like everything, me. He was answering everything straight direct to the camera,
Oh,
100%.
That's nice. But you're still getting fired.
But
I feel bad for him because he's still getting
the players
fired.
didn't show up.
Yeah,
they're
they-
not
they
the
didn't
ones
show up.
in game 1 when they had a what's up. Like, you know, they weren't the ones didn't know forgot how to dribble.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
not the people. Like,
I understand what you're saying, but I've seen it too many times. I've seen teams, my team, and other teams, and I'm watching it now, get out coached. Yes, it's not his fault. A lot of the things, but the players don't know what to do. Whereas your players know exactly what they're doing.
Sorry,
The Ryan's trying to distract us from our
Apologies.
Cancun flights. Your players on defense know exactly what they're doing.
Exactly.
Like, they know, I reckon your players know, like, Jason Tatum, like, how he chews his food because they probably have studied every little niggle, every little bit of his movements. And this is what the
All his
Celtics
tendencies.
did to us towards the end. Brad Stevens did to us. Spoelstra always does to us. The Raptors always do to us. This is why I want Nick Nurse. What I'm getting at is that they are put in a position to fail because of the out coaching. So yes, everyone is to blame in Boston.
Everybody, because I don't want everybody's going to say
Yeah.
it's the head coach only. Everybody.
Yeah, but for example, in Game 6 against Philly, Tatum was allowed to go off. Tatum was allowed to go off. The Rob Williams thing worked. Game 7, Doc just went with it again. They went with Rob Williams, killed Joel. Tatum went off again. They started targeting Joel, this, that. Anyway, coaching decisions. I'm not saying that it's the be-all and end-all, but you can see it in a Spoelstra series. The Spoelstra factor is just killing the Celtics. They have no idea. I've never seen the Celtics in my time of following them because I've been in the NBA, watching the NBA for 10 years. It's always been Brad Stevens and then it was Ime Udoka. I've never seen the Celtics look dumb. And your team right now is, and Spoelstra, they look stupid. They look like us.
Bucks look stupid.
Yeah.
Knicks looked silly to an extent. It was only Brunson that saved them.
Yeah. The Knicks, though, I mean, it's funny how they look in terms of your opponents. They were the most competitive.
Yeah,
It is, yeah. Had the most heart.
Yeah, man. I already joked about it with you guys today. I reckon Stevens would fire Missoula now if it wasn't
Before Game 4.
If it wasn't outside of protocol. Yeah, like no joke. That was embarrassed. As I said, yes, Gabe Vincent went off. Yes, Caleb Martin made their shots. Miami were feeling it. Home crowd turned up in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's what happened with the Atlanta.
They came early.
No, I think that's what happened with the Atlanta game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was there at the Atlanta
Yeah.
game.
The
Like,
Heat-
seriously.
The Heat fans don't get there till halftime.
It was so bad in that. Like, I was like, bro, this is do or die game. Like, for me, I'm rocking up.
Yeah, it's the first quarter.
And there was nobody. I think that's what caught it.
Today they were there, though, from the start.
They
Yeah.
were there.
And
man, you paid 1.3K for a ticket. I'm there.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They probably had like free hot dogs if you get in early or something.
Oh, yeah, they do try and do schemes. But at the end of the day, the weather's good, man.
The weather's good.
Yeah, the weather's
So
good.
even
Everyone
with
be
all
outside.
these pressure cooker factors for the Celtics and helping the Heat, regardless, the Celtics just look stupid. They just look like, again, I'll just keep coming back to my stupid team. I've never seen us look like, wow, we are outsmarting this team. And I can see in this series, the Celtics look dumb for the first time in my NBA following life. It's different to your series where they're just a better team. The Nuggets are just a better unit, and LeBron's hobbled, whatever. You can make excuses. Jokic might be the best player in the NBA. They're just a better team. The Celtics, how many times do we have to say? And Kevin Love went down today.
But it was actually like a blessing low key, but not really.
Yeah, but
Because they were exploiting Love.
at the end of the day, you're literally going to run out of guys. I'm like, is Spoelstra going to run on here?
Did they play your rookie? Jokic?
Yeah.
Did they put him on?
Yeah, they played him as well.
And Udonis was getting chance?
yeah, Udonis got on.
I honestly wonder how long the process is to register yourself as an NBA player. Because if Miami win the championship, I want to see Spoelstra out there with a jersey. I'm not joking.
This guy.
I'm not joking, bro. He deserves to get court
Some court
time.
Just for the jump ball.
Just
So they can retire his jersey up there on the rafters.
yeah. Give him a stupid number. Get Spoelstra out there. I'm
99.
saying it here. Get Spoelstra out there and
Make it
retire
happen,
his
Jimmy.
jersey.
Make it happen,
You
Jimmy.
know what I mean? Because
100%.
like, as much as I'm trying to respect you guys, and I do respect the Heat now, you're literally running out of guys. You're gonna. What's the protocol if you run? What if you've only got 4 left?
Yeah.
Does Spoelstra have to play, and then you still win? The Celtics will still look
Coach is
dumb.
on the court.
Oh my gosh, Larry Bird will come help the Celtics, and then Spoelstra will still have a scheme. Anyway, yeah.
Just the final few comments, because today is a momentous day. I don't know if I pronounced that right. So Miami Heat, the 8th seed. This is, you can skip like 2 minutes. The 8th seed, 44-38. That was our record, a 53 percentile for the regular season. This is more of a gloating thing. You guys have to sit and listen.
That's
man.
all right. I'll take it.
Right? We're the worst team to make the conference final since the 80s. Because we had a negative percentile, like, plus minus in terms of scores.
Yeah.
Defense. Right?
Wow.
First team to have that negative point differential. Last in points per game.
Last.
Fourth worst in 3-pointers.
In today's game.
Fifth worst in assist. But it all comes down to defense. Second best in defense. And Nathan was saying, what defense wins you games, man? When we're going back to our player comparisons. And then just Eric Spoelstra, 6th time in the Eastern Conference Final. And when people say, undrafted, we give our flowers to Gabe. He's 3 years with the Heat now. He had that experience in the bubble. Hero had an experience in the bubble, 3 years. Duncan's 4 years. Caleb, 2 years. Strutz, 2 years. 3 years experience all up. And so it just takes a couple years to galvanize these guys and the Heat material. So I just want to toast to Miami. Just a little bit about me. I love Baileys. It's for a real gentleman's drink. And that's what our whole ownership is about. Just cool. You seen our ownership? Nice suits. You see Alonzo Mourning, dressed head to toe. What a lad.
What a lad.
What's our guy?
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
I've seen him.
Slick back
Yeah,
hair.
he's sharp.
Slick back hair.
Just poised.
He's definitely a Miami guy.
Miami guy. Our ownership. Steadfast. So cheers. This is a gentleman's drink, Baileys. Drink responsibly.
Not sponsored.
Did you hear what Jimmy Butler said about their fourth quarter game plan?
No. Win.
He's like, we don't have a fucking game plan. He's like, just give the ball to me and everyone move the fuck out of the way. That's their fourth quarter game plan. I know, and it's worked every time.
Can we go to a smooth transition to the Laker game? Can I?
Is there anything else I wanted to say? I wonder if it wasn't for Gabe Vincent. No, if it wasn't for Duncan Robinson, I meant to say. If this would be, what's the inflation included? If this would be the cheapest team to ever get to the NBA Finals, I reckon it might be.
But we've maxed out. Well, maxed out. Like, is Butler maxed? Like, relatively? Or if not, 75%?
Yeah,
It's got to be now.
Yeah, but I still think that
Duncan's maxed?
you think about the teams to make the finals.
Duncan's maxed? He's on the bench, but he's maxed.
You know what I mean?
Bam's maxed. And then Hero, I don't know what's going on.
Actually, he got
Hero.
paid. He got paid a bit.
Yeah.
So, like, as much as everybody's like undrafted, this, that, we paid some of our guys, but I understand those people that are contributing heavy, especially in that lineup there.
Seeing that Hero's out, so taking off Hero, I wonder if I'd actually like to look that up. Is this the Duncan thing? Would be the killer?
Yeah,
because if he wasn't on a big contract, I'm telling you, I know you said that Jimmy and Bam are, but that's literally two guys.
Yeah.
Teams that normally make the finals have like at least
luxury cap.
It doesn't need to be everyone's on the max. That's like near impossible.
Yeah.
It's just that everyone's eating. Everyone's got something nice. I assume that Vincent and Strus and co are yet to be given their like a big contract.
This year it's happening.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. A lot of wings. Y'all need wings. Maybe we sign and trade. I like my chicken wing.
I'll take a Struce or a Martin.
Oh man, and that's another just quickly like, it's not really. This is very much for the off season, but that's an interest. Are you just
do you
like,
keep that?
Run it back? Yeah. Do you keep
Like,
pay him? Run it back.
They've got the culture.
I don't
You know what I mean?
I don't know how that whole money thing works.
No, but like, just say it's like, okay.
Running it back.
You can run it back totally,
back.
but you have to pay everyone. Doesn't need to be maxes. It's just like, you pay them what they're worth.
Yeah.
They will stay.
I'm running it back.
Or is it like, no, sorry, not what they're worth. They're all going to want a bit more money than maybe they're worth, right? Are you like saying, okay, we'll give you that? Or is it like, you try it with another guy, or you a little bit of star power.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is where all the everybody's like, oh, Mitchell's coming back. Like, Mitchell wants to come Miami. Giannis wants to come Miami. Like, these are all, for me, I call them BS.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, it makes sense. Maybe we can do a side and trade kind of thing. Now we have like before I was like, we have no assets. Like we got tough, gritty guys. But I was like, people want that volume shooter kind of thing. Now we have something to show. Is it a sell high situation?
I don't know. It is going to be interesting because, like, you're winning right now with only the Heat culture, undrafted guys, Spoelstra. Like, that's what you're winning on. Jimmy, of course, and Bam. But it's like, it is going to be tempting. It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
But they're still all fresh, and it's like, do we just keep them? Like, they're still,
It's like the whole,
we can
like,
mold
it's
them
like,
even more.
it's like the thing with you guys as well. It's similar. Maybe with that, we can now start to pivot to the Lakers. Austin Reeves, as he said, undrafted.
Yep.
Undrafted. It's a little bit of a different situation because he's such a standout. He's such a standout, not only for you guys, but you know what I mean? Like it just gets a bit like, yeah, he's great, but what if he like Duncan Robinson? What if he regresses next season? He is an undrafted player after all. Let's go to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Can I begin first?
You start us off.
Please.
Start us off.
I don't know how I'm going to finesse it to the Lakers, but a certain person, Magic Johnson, on Twitter today.
I've seen this.
He was like, in 44 years of being in the association with the NBA, I've never thought I would see the Boston Celtics team, a franchise of 17 championship, quit. That's warning fires for somebody. I know them Celtics fans all over the world must be disgusted, devastated that the Miami Heat team blew out them 128-102 in Game 3. That is such a warning shot to you guys tomorrow. He said, LeBron James, you better not quit. I was like, man, this guy, you got your own issues. And he's out here saying,
He quit on us.
quit. He's talking about quitters.
Yeah.
Lakers in trouble, man. Mr. Magic ain't taking nonsense tomorrow.
We've got resilience all the time. We've got resilience. We're taking next game at home. We're going back to the mile high.
The way LeBron was shooting three, it looked like he already quit. That's what I was confused about. He was talking about quitters, but I'm pretty sure I saw quitters yesterday. But he's making sure that doesn't get turn ugly.
He's a smart man. He's trying to protect them without telling the world.
If you like pina coladas.
Where's the banjo?
Yeah. I see you in Cancun.
What about the bubble? What's the dance he did? Smooth.
Tango.
Smooth operator.
Smooth operator.
Let's not.
He's gonna buy his new Hawaiian shirt for the trip.
We're winning tomorrow.
Wow.
And then we just got 3 more games to win.
Man. I'm pretty sure LeBron was packing his bags tonight.
All right, now say that.
And then that tweet, he was midway packing his bag, and then that tweet, he's like, shit, I'm going to burn this bag, nothing ever happened.
I want you to look down the barrel of the camera, Ryan, and I want you to say what you just said, if you can remember it. Can you even remember it?
To the fans. We've got 1 game tomorrow at the Crypto. It's 1st to 4. Nuggets are 1-3.
Yeah.
We're on 0.
Has anyone come back from that?
Never.
149-0. Keep going.
Can you imagine?
Had anyone beat LeBron's scoring record title? Never.
What'd you say?
Scoring record title? Never. No one's ever going to beat that. He's creating history.
Go on. Go, get the pen out.
So, the Lakers are going to win against Crypto. We're going to go to the Mile High. Take on another game easy. Because we should have beat them when at their home, but they got lucky.
You should have.
We should have.
Should have?
Yeah.
So
It's like Celtics should have, but we didn't.
but we're going to make sure that we do. And then we go back home to the Crypto, just get that revenge game, because we should have won the first 2 games at home.
And then you get that one in Crypto, and it's
Then
3-3.
After game 6, LeBron's going to go into the locker room, just like he did at the Cavs when they came back from 3-1, and he's going to be like, they're mentally fucked. Before game 7, they're mentally fucked. You know what's going to happen? We're all gonna get the pen out. We're all gonna write history.
When do I smash
And then
When do I
and then I might wake up. And then I wake up in Cancun.
Oh, man.
Packing my bags. I'm going with Nath.
I'm pretty sure I've already said it,
Mm.
but if you need convincing on why it's never happened, and I haven't looked up who got the closest or whatever.
It was Piston. I think it's one of the NBA TV analysis, and they got to 3-3.
Wow.
3-0. So that was
You
in the last 20.
need to beat a team. You need to sweep. That's a better way of
Sweep a
saying it.
team.
You need to sweep a team that has just beaten you 3 times in a row. When you say it like that, it sounds honestly like it'll never happen.
That's 3 extra games we've had of experience
If
together.
it happens one day, it'll be because the losing team has like a top 2 player, like a LeBron, and the winning team, like God forbid, I don't want to say it, but like the only way possible is if the winning team, their 2 best players go down for the rest of the series. That would be your only hope now. And even then, I wouldn't be sure, but when you say to me, this team's been you 3 times in a row, you're 0, you now have to win 4 games in a row. It's not just winning 4 games against a team that has just beaten you 3 times.
Beaten everyone 4 times.
So that's not me just trying to jump on the Lakers. That's just for anyone who didn't sort of set that out for themselves. You now need to sweep them, and they're about to sweep you.
Yeah. Yeah. But
And you know what? In terms of, so, you know, when you said you should have, we just joked about the Celtics should have beat the Heat.
Yep.
Especially today, and in pretty much all 3 games, I would say the Celtics were never even in any of the games, really. Like, they were in them, but it never looked like, I never believed that Jimmy was going to lose any of those 3 games.
yeah.
I will have sympathy for you. In game 1, the shot making was incredible.
Yeah.
They're the best offense, whatever. You kept up, but they were just too much. Murray was too much. Game 2, you kept up. You had your lead. Murray, 23 points in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
And so I do have more sympathy for you than the Celtics. And then game 3, though, in LA.
Murray turned up in the first half.
Murray turned up, and then Jokic turned up. MPJ turns up. Everyone turned up. KCP,
You're right. It's like Miami Heat.
Bruce Brown.
You know how
Yeah,
all
but
the
it
role
shows
players
that you're not
are-
good enough.
All the
Yeah.
role players are hitting. They're just
They're
connected.
they're a better team.
And, yeah,
they're
they
just a
just-
better team.
They're flowing. They've got the
Had-
ball movement. They're trusting everyone that gets the ball.
And this reiterates the point. Trust the process.
Yeah. TTP.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. That process of winning a game doesn't happen like that.
Mm.
You have to fail a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's, step by step, and if you eventually get there with that cohesion and understanding one another, and it will be interesting to see what the Celtics do after this, because they're like, people are saying, we're sick of this kind of two-way guard. Are you guys sick of it as well? The Lakers sick of this kind of, how many months? Is it 3-month-old team? Are you all sick of it? Or
Of our current
your current-
newly team.
Yeah.
Kyrie time.
I did see rooms we can keep AR if we can get Kyrie. I don't know if that means getting rid of someone else.
You gotta
but
get rid of everyone. Everyone else.
Nah, they want to keep Rui.
Could you? Well, yeah, you might. Yeah, you might
apparently,
be able to.
Rui, D'Lo, AR, we can only pay 2. I don't really know too
They're not going to
much.
pay D'Lo.
But surely
not gonna pay D'Lo.
surely you can't then also get Kyrie if you're gonna pay 2 of
that's-
those. I don't
what
know.
I'm
Who
looking
knows?
to.
But
D'Lo will only stay if he takes a significant, he has to be on minimum.
I reckon he'd be gone.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be
D'Lo
gone.
will be begging to stay in LA.
This is not the
because
type
he
of-
wants to.
He just got
advertise
back
his
to it,
drinks
yeah.
and all that. He likes the
Coco
flashy
5,
life.
whatever
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
This is not the type. He's surely gone. The series that he's had.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like this is he's
That's what
gone.
I've been saying the
I-
Westbrook
but
comparisons
same
to
D'Lo
Yeah.
at the beginning.
The Westbrook to D'Lo comparisons.
Yeah.
Look-
And it's like, shit, we probably could have used Westbrook yesterday. Just that high energy, can probably guard Murray. And with it, in terms of the energy
Yeah.
and he's quick, D'Lo can't guard a
Yeah.
stick at the
But
moment.
on the other end, yeah, like then Westbrook doesn't. Yeah.
But then Westbrook, at the time, Westbrook ate up your salary, so you couldn't
Yeah.
have anything to back him up.
yeah.
There's just no real answer other than I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Game 4, like D'Lo barely sees the floor. That's the only answer.
Hopefully he
and
doesn't.
you just try someone else. Like just try run things through the other guys, and then in
Reeves.
terms of his spot, just maybe just chuck Beasley out there.
I
Just,
think they
just
start
for
Rui.
corner threes.
Just change it up and start Rui with AR and let... Like, AR in that fourth quarter yesterday, he didn't touch the ball enough, like, in the whole fourth quarter. And I feel like he should have.
Yeah, but you're not also going to beat this team
With
with
AR.
AR
No,
as
of
your
course.
number one option.
I know.
Yeah.
But he, out of everyone, is
but-
almost playing the best.
He gets the ball
Yeah.
flowing.
The most consistent,
Yeah.
He's moving, he's driving, creating
Yeah.
contact.
Yeah.
D'Lo's creating contact, stepping back for a floater mid-range, and it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Especially as a fan, you get
D'Lo's
frustrated.
like the Celtics.
And offense, no defense.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
then
jumping
he's gonna
away
float.
on his offense. He's,
It's
he's moving
alright.
And
away.
he's in a mood.
Yeah.
Like, that mood is a cancer, negativity, end of story.
Yeah.
When it's all about him. That's
Hmm.
why you see what the Wolves have done better
Hmm.
with him away. That's why I say D'Lo's trash. People need to listen, man.
Yeah, he's not like he's not a winner.
He's not a winner.
He's
He's,
not
a
a winner.
sell. He's,
He's
like
a
get me
regular
paid
season
kind of
guy. I
guy.
think
He's,
that
he's a regular. Even the way he plays, very blasé. It seems like he just floats around the court, but not in a good way.
Mm.
Not in like a, I don't even know. Not in like a prime
He's just a
Klay
pretty boy.
Thompson way.
you don't expect him to kill you.
You know,
on the
he's
court,
just he's
like,
floating around there, and if he's hot, congratulations.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, so
When?
that's what I was gonna say.
That's the
he's
thing.
like the
Just a bit
Celtics,
streaky.
but no defense.
Yeah.
That's what he's like. He's just one of those guys. If he's
That's why
if
Dennis
he's
Schroeder's
hot,
taking his spot, pretty
Yeah.
much. You know, in terms of defending the better guard, the
Yeah.
quicker guard.
But
Oh,
the
yeah,
whole
and he takes accountability.
Oh no, Dennis is a dog. Like, he's
Like, yeah.
I like his gameplay.
see that?
He tries. He really he's a hustle guy.
but the whole
always
series
been like
isn't
that.
on D'Lo.
No, it's on everyone.
Jokic might be the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Might be.
Might be. We'll talk
Wait,
about
on
that
the asterisks.
next
Wow.
season. Well, we'll see after the season finishes.
Wow.
See after the season
Jimmy
finishes.
might be.
Jimmy, that's right. Jimmy might be. Giannis
That's-
might
that's-
still be.
Anyway, we'll talk.
No,
later.
really. I know you like to just change. But like, it's pretty hard to. I know I said it's not a LeBron type crown or an MJ or Kobe type crown,
That's immovable.
but it's not immovable off Giannis's head. But I'm still wanting to see a bit more from Jokic in terms of as he just said.
it, though. AD, how he matches up with AD, it's like neutralizing. each
Yeah, but the whole like Jokic he's been playing amazing. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that, and I don't know, like the Nuggets as a whole, especially Murray, the Nuggets as a whole are beating the Lakers. KCP, Bruce Brown had massive games. I know Jokic enables them. He passes.
Yeah.
I know, but like Giannis is really good. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Giannis is really damn
but
good.
Giannis is like he
Giannis is
even
a
admits it.
defensive
He's one-
player of the year.
Yeah, but he's one way dimensional on the offensive side.
I know.
You know,
I know.
just he's better than Ja in terms of uncontrol, like out of control. But you know, Jokic has that finesse, and
Yeah.
I think what people see is him getting fatigued, and that's when he starts missing those hook shots.
We'll see after the finals.
yeah.
We'll talk next week. It's pretty much Miami, Denver. I've come all the way to thinking I don't know who's going to win that series, just because
Miami.
I can actually see Miami.
I can.
I can see Spoelstra very much outsmarting Malone, but thankfully Jokic is very smart.
Yeah.
You know, Denver always get a good shot because he's very smart. You guys are going to struggle with him scoring. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah,
I
it's
think
gonna
Miami
be-
can actually now win this championship. Now, I know I always talked about everyone, Boston, this, that. I think I've seen enough. Miami could win this. Denver could win this. In terms of a satisfying
predictions.
finals, satisfying who wanted it more finals, you know what? Forget the Giannis injury. These two teams are the two teams that played the best. And they didn't just get, you know what I mean? They didn't just
all
get
play-
unlucky.
Yeah.
the whole post.
You didn't just get unluckily done or something by the Knicks. They didn't just get unluckily done by, I don't know who else.
It's
you
very
know?
much earned.
Yeah.
You know that earned
Maybe if...
during the LeBron
Yeah, that's
era.
right. Maybe if KD and Booker just go supernova, maybe the Nuggets... You know what I mean?
Nuggets would have.
These two teams have
Clippers
worked...
could have beat him.
These two teams have worked the hardest, and they want it the most. You can see just Murray wants it more than like D'Lo, for example.
Yeah,
like,
yep.
um,
You say it.
And for me,
It's evident.
I saw Jokic as well. He was basically coach at the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
was
saw those
calling the
plays.
two-man game. He called it out.
They
on
just
the
kept
bench
running
in
that.
his, is it Serbian accent kind of thing? I don't
yeah,
know.
Serbian accent.
Yeah. He was in his best English trying to
Yeah.
get across the plays.
And
That's desperation.
so that leads me to
Not
saying,
Tatum, not like Brown.
that leads me to saying that we'll talk about it after the season's finished, but I don't know if Jimmy might earn the crown. He
Yeah.
might do it.
Yeah,
He might earn the crown.
might. Yeah, and,
Jokic might earn it.
and he's looking healthier. Bam's looking healthier because Bam has been
It's
struggling.
moving good. It looks like it's moving well.
Yeah, he's been struggling with hamstring. If you don't know,
Yeah.
I've been keeping it quiet as mine. If you didn't
This
know.
guy.
So Bam will go out and they'll win the championship. They'll literally have Jimmy, Pat Riley on the court, Udonis Haslem, Spoelstra, and
Jokic.
and
the rookie.
Caron Butler.
Yeah.
They'll have
Caron
two,
Butler.
they'll have two Butlers out there,
Yeah.
and the Miami Heat will be your champions. That's how it'll go. But yeah, so we'll get to who's got the crown after the season finishes. But in terms of just this series,
Goodbye, my lover.
the Lakers,
Goodbye, my
are
friend.
in the impossible holes, just like the Celtics.
Saying Cancun either tomorrow.
We talked
or
about it on the
2 weeks.
live, but let's talk about it again. Tell me
Okay.
what you want from this offseason.
This
For the
offseason.
Lakers, yeah.
Lakers.
Like,
Health? I want. All right,
is it Kyrie?
I want Kyrie.
Like, so
I've
if
always
you
wanted
guys
Kyrie
can
as a
If
person.
you guys can get Kyrie, keep Reeves, get Kyrie, and then you've got like a Phoenix situation. You've got 4 guys. Everyone else literally can't play, but you got to deal with it. You've got your 4 guys.
That's a long season.
AD, LeBron. I know. I'm asking him.
If
I know,
we can
but-
keep AR and Vando and get rid of
Nah, no Vando, no Beasley, no everyone you got. That's nice. And I'm gonna say no Rui as well. No Rui.
Because it has to be Rui.
I'm assuming
Get rid of
that's-
Rui, D'Lo, everyone.
Everyone
but
except
keep AR
AR.
and Vando.
No, I don't think you can do it. I just don't think
Vando
that's.
hasn't played this
I don't-
series.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. If you want to sign Kyrie,
Because we're assuming Kyrie wants
So-
to.
Rui, Vando, Malik, even maybe Dennis, depending on how much money he wants or earns, all out. You've got. Let me just say this. Just look at it like this. You've got AD, LeBron, AR, Kyrie, and some
I'll
pieces
take
of wood.
AD, Kyrie, and AR.
Why are you negotiating with
All right.
That's all.
All right, and that we
That's all we
assume
know.
LeBron's there. We assume,
And LeBron, what? Sorry.
and we assume that LeBron's there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Of
didn't say
course.
LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
LeBron.
How about trading AD?
Nah, you just can't.
Like, I hate to say this, but I'd probably rather trade LeBron.
Whoa!
Then AD.
Whoa!
Just-
if
it's-
I had time to clip these, that is clippable.
Like, LeBron could go, I don't know, to the Spurs with Wemby and bring Bronny there, and they could maybe, I don't know.
And get
Wow!
some-
Did you hear
know,
that?
just get
Oh,
something
my
going.
churros down there, man.
Right.
I just don't know. AD, he's really good when he's on the court.
But then again, LeBron's hobbled.
Yeah, I know.
What
I
if
know,
LeBron
I know,
comes
I know.
out
That's
next
why I'm
season
scared.
and he looks like the start of this season?
If LeBron,
Scoring title LeBron earlier this year was pretty damn great.
I think if LeBron is just hobbled this season and he knows he just needs to get
but
surgery.
you don't know. You got to choose.
I know, but this is what I'm thinking. If I feel like that,
And the foot takes a year
let's
to
say
recover,
let's say he does have surgery. Like he said, he's going to have it in the off season. We won't ever know. He'll come back already better, and we won't ever know he had surgery. If that is the case, I think he'll be like, GM, let's get Kyrie Irving. I'm going to be fine next year. Me, Kyrie, AD, AR, we're going to go to work.
Landry Shaman.
Wow.
No, we don't need the curse.
So
You're going to get it, though.
No, it's a curse.
You're going to get it.
But it's a curse. You're going to get him, and you're going to be cursed again.
We drafted him.
you're a Laker
need
fan. So for the viewers, you're a Laker fan first.
I'm a
Well,
Kobe fan.
Okay.
Oh,
And that's what.
what do you? Oh, you mean you think he's going to go when LeBron goes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just want to.
Nah, you're a Laker
fan.
I'm
You're
a
a
Laker.
Laker
I'm a
fan.
Laker.
Good
coach.
man.
It actually took me, not even the first year LeBron came, I didn't even like him or accept him. It
I
took
had that
me
issue in
like
Miami.
it took a very long time to just respect him. Respect it. Now I'm like I've looked back in this game, and I genuinely respect it all. But when Kobe was out, it was like, no, I don't want to talk about LeBron. LeBron's trash. LeBron's not clutch. LeBron can't shoot. I was all that.
I wanted to.
I was all that Laker. I was that
wanted-
kind of Laker.
I wanted Dwayne Wade every single time. Like last 2 minutes, just give it to Dwayne Wade. What the hell, LeBron? LeBron could get out of here. Man. That was my mentality at the time.
Just quickly, you seen White Man Can't Jump, the new one
No.
with
Well, it's a new
This is
film.
a remake.
yeah, it's a remake with Jack Harlow as the main guy.
No.
And
You watched it?
yeah, I watched it with Matt B last night.
Was it good?
It was alright. It was a good watch. And the other main guy, he looks like a Wish version of Dwayne Wade. That's I just know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could go on and on and on, and I'm sure we will into the off season, but we should actually touch on the Celtics as well, where they go from here. 'Cause
Yep.
they're
Okay,
gone.
yep.
We're talking as if these teams are gone.
Did they break the duo? Do they keep the duo?
Well, all of it, right? So I think Joe Mazzulla.
Marcus Smart,
I think Joe
coach.
Mazzulla's gone.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
I reckon he'd be gone now.
Well, does it look bad for ownership to take him out and get a really good assistant coach?
For ownership to take him out,
Yeah, because they put him in that shit spot in the first place.
I think they need to. I think everyone
Every owner's
can
doing it
see,
now.
even Celtics fans, everyone can see that he's not a good coach, or he's not.
And
up
they've
to
lost
scratch.
the players. They've lost
You've
the
got to
players
fire a
completely.
coach that's not up to
Rumors of
scratch.
Tyronn Lue not
Is it-
happy.
Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants Tyronn Lue. I'd love him.
Tyronn
For the
Lue's
Clippers.
not happy.
Yeah.
Clippers.
He's just
He's not
over it.
happy.
His players aren't playing.
Players don't play.
Oh.
Wants to
Imagine having question
bring
marks,
him
having
to
to
the, bring him to the Sixers.
having to play your eighth guide every time.
So there's options. Celtics. I wouldn't be
plenty of
surprised if Celtics have already locked
That's what
in
I
Nick
mean.
Nurse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Nick Nurse.
Yeah.
You know, before
That's-
Mr.
Frank Vogel.
Embarrassing.
That's
The Lakers champion.
No, but that's right. As I said, I reckon Stevens has already fired him in the plans.
Yeah.
And then once they get knocked out, he'll
They've got to be
gone.
calling now, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
After
you
today,
think
you
so,
can't.
yeah.
The Celtics were just like blindly jacking up threes. There was no plays. They were just purely like, we don't know what to run. You've got to be gone. So Mazzulla gone. Forget coaching stuff. Jalen Brown made All NBA, so now he is worth a supermax. I think
Is it just from Celtics he's worth his earned it?
he's worth a big contract, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do they trade him? Do they trade Jalen Brown, or do they extend him? Does he want to stay? Because he was a bit disgruntled last offseason when there was rumors that not rumors, it was reported they offered Jalen Brown for Kevin Durant, and Jalen Brown wasn't pleased.
And I like that trade. They could have done that.
They should have done that. Now looking
Yeah.
back,
KD and the Celtics would look ugly, though. I could not say that.
Yeah, no, neither could I. But anyway, what do you reckon, Rise? Is it so? These guys are 26 and 25.
They're
Tatum.
young.
Yeah, they're,
Maybe a year younger than
they're
that.
about
Everyone always-
almost prime.
25,
Everyone
yeah,
always
26.
talks about how you don't start winning championships until you're 28. It's very
Do
rare.
you know the Jordan story?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't win until he's 28.
So he's 28, 9 or 6 years or 7 years in the thing. He was on a losing record the first 7, 8 years. No one knows about that.
It's
No
so.
one talks about that.
I do.
Yeah.
It's a rarity, other than like Steph Curry. It's a rarity that players start winning before 28, and it doesn't have to be that concrete of an age. It's just that these guys have still
that's when
got
they're tenured.
3 years until they're at the
that maturity.
the
level
average
meets-
age.
meets that
Of peak-
skill level.
Like if you said to me they get a smarter coach in, people like they have had for the last 4 years or more, Stevens and Udoka, what's the chances of them winning the championship over the next 4 or 5 years? I'd probably say they probably will get one. Their team is very talented.
good.
They just need to be smarter again. They're going to mature. They're going to keep growing. Unless you don't think that. This is what I'm talking about. What's your quickest route to a championship? It is very hard to win a championship. What are you going to get for Jalen Brown? You probably ask yourself. Are you going to lose the trade? Can you afford to lose the trade? Tatum's still young.
Yeah.
25.
Like I said to you earlier before the pod,
I think they're going to extend him. They're going to run it back and they're going to
two
keep going with it.
winners with their skill set is very hard to find and put together to get on the same team. It's like I was saying, humiliate. It's like your Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. It's so hard to obtain these two wingers that are so skillful together. It's just unfortunate that they both don't play games because of injury. But how many teams have these skillful wingers and get the chance to have their skillful wingers playing together? Normally, like you said, it's normally, your center and maybe your winger or your guard. But they've got something that I think if they let go of, they're not ever going to get that skill set or those type of wingers ever again. If they trade Jaylen Brown, I don't think they should, but they need to go for like an Embiid. They need to go for like a big guy, I think.
But what about the question that I just or the scenario I just talked about? Personally, I think as long as you get a smart coach in there, like Stevens or Udoka, in the next 4 or 5 years, if they just keep running this team back with new additions, obviously Horford's going to retire eventually, I reckon they'll probably squeeze out a championship somewhere. They're just too talented not to.
Yeah, I think,
Do you think that that's the case? Or do you think that maybe if they run it back for 5 years, they won't get one?
I feel like they might fall short, and the only reason I feel like that is because
they're not good enough.
It's not they're not good enough. I feel like Jason Tatum, he is a star, but I feel like the balance of him trying to take over, they won't get there with him trying to take over.
Championship winners almost always, I don't have the numbers with me, championship winning teams almost always have top 5 or thereabout players.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't think anyone would, in their intelligent mind, would call Tatum, as we talk about, like a tier 1 guy.
Well, the US media love him.
I know. But that's... I can convince myself that the answer is no. They don't squeeze a championship with this core ever, even with mature age.
I'm saying no too, because I don't think he can run it.
For me, I think the weird thing is, I don't know how much. I feel like Al Horford was heavily contributed to their win last year, and his slow decline, because he's aging.
Yeah,
his slow decline is an issue for them winning. As you we need that big man. Williams isn't. It's too one dimensional.
Yeah, he's one dimensional.
You never have the Nuggets have that. Is it Bryant?
Thomas Bryant.
Yeah, but they never put him out.
They need a Brook Lopez. Celtics.
Yeah,
they need a Brook Lopez. If they had a Brook Lopez that could stretch it,
stretch that period of them winning.
And he's big.
Yeah,
he's big.
Having 2 guards. Look at Portland's situation. The 2 guard situation.
Can only do so much.
Ain't it?
Yeah. So,
good thing.
A few no's. I don't know. It's interesting because it's just hard to... They're probably going to lose a trade if they trade Brown. Unless a star puts their hand up.
Yeah.
Unless Luka puts his hand up and says, but you still blow it up. Get me to Boston. For Jaylen... You know what I mean. Jaylen Brown... Sign and trade Jaylen Brown and a bunch of shit for Luka.
Grant Williams.
Picks, if they have any picks left. I don't know if they do. I don't even feel like they would have many left. But picks, Jaylen Brown.
I just feel like Jason Tatum, like those 2 profiles wouldn't work because Jason Tatum wants to be the face of Boston. I think that's the issue. Is he wants to...
Yeah, but forget. I'm not just saying just Luka.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. As an example,
you're asking yourself in these next couple of years, which is weird because they're still young. But in these next few years, if not now, they're going to start looking in the mirror and saying, and the media gets to everyone. Yeah, it does get to your head. As I said, technically, if this is the 1980s or 90s, there'd be no question they're together forever. This is such a great team. These guys are not even 26, the 2 of them. Or anyway, so Tatum's not 26. Like, we shouldn't expect them to win the championship. But the modern world, it's like we're sick of seeing these guys fall short.
News gets real old.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that gets to, unfortunately, they say, we don't hear the noise. It does. It creeps in. The Celtics, Tatum, Brown, they're thinking to themselves, man, maybe we can't win as a duo. And so over these next 3 years, starting now... In a just like the Sixers in a way, this could be the beginning of the end of a bit of an era.
Yeah, and this for me is similar. This is a much talented team, the Celtics, but my comparison is the Pacers. That Paul George.
Yeah.
Lance Stevenson.
Oh, bruh. They were going 1-for-1 with LeBron.
Yeah.
And they were very, very young. Like, for me, I was
Hill.
like, man. Like, that's why, again, my whole perception of the age and being like a champ is so warped for me because I'm just so used to seeing young guys flourish at that finals level. So, is it heading down a Pacers route? I don't think so because they have more pieces. Pacers really didn't have. They're like, oh, we're kind of thin, and hence we're like starting to blow it up again. But I see some similarities.
There'll be things. It's the NBA. There'll be things happening in this off season. We'll have plenty of time. I'm just gonna say that when we record next week, if the Lakers or the Celtics are still alive, I'll be stunned.
Let's go, Lakers.
I haven't checked.
Last bit of hope.
I haven't checked like the schedule if that's even possible, but I will be absolutely stunned if we talk this time next week, and the Lakers and Celtics are still alive.
I do have to share. I'm a bit concerned with the Miami Heat. Our performance today wasn't as
hamstring?
strict as it usually is.
Wow, look at that.
A bit too much flamboyant.
Just the extra protection.
A bit too many Bam slams.
I didn't like it.
Rest that hammer.
Lock it down.
I,
Play better, Miami.
yeah.
You know,
They should have
was
got the
out of
unrestricted,
character.
restricted for ages.
you're not playing up to your highest level, Miami.
It was. I'm just saying, if we slip one, it's because they slipped, and I wasn't too impressed. Well, I was impressed, but I wasn't too impressed.
Anyway, let's be real. Next time we talk, Celtics, we'll have the finalists. Celtics and Lakers will be gone. They'll be off to Cancun. And then we'll be previewing the NBA Finals 2023.
Yes, sir.
Cheech, you there?
I know.
Give me a percentage on how close you are to going. Are you?
Now, the more it becomes reality, I'm like, I've got
Have
too
you
much
started planting the
responsibility.
seeds at work or what?
Nah,
No, you haven't.
nah,
So
just
soon.
to like my real close friends.
Okay.
Um,
Surely you gotta. Surely, if you advance to the finals officially, you're gonna plant a seed with a boss and be
That's-
like, "Hey, bruv, I just might go."
might go. I know. I do want to go. I have to say that I do want to go, but I don't think it'll happen.
Anyway, the NBA Finals, it's a dream I fucking have, and the Sixers don't. At least you guys fucking go. We never get to the conference finals, let alone the NBA Finals.
Conference. You're like the Clippers.
We're like
Hang
the
on.
Clippers.
Like the Clip. It's been.
Oh yeah, the
it's-
Clippers of the East.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're the Clippers in the East. If
Celtics are the Lakers
are.
of the East.
Yeah, it's Celtics, Lakers.
I feel like
Heat,
our fans
yeah.
are probably the same as the
Yeah.
Celtic fans.
Yeah, us and the Nets are like the Clippers of the East. We are.
Yeah, that's
We
a
are.
good one.
We've got the same colours as the Clippers. Literally.
Losers.
The American flag.
We're the little brother. I'll admit it. We know we are. We're the little brother to Boston. Whatever. All right.
Imagine being a little brother to the little brother. Are you not
No,
embarrassed?
Boston's not the little.
Oh, sorry, Boston. Oh,
Boston's not the little
my
brother.
bad. In my head, it was Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Brooklyn's a little brother to New York,
Yeah.
but is that even a situation? They're both shit all the time.
Yeah, but they have the whole Knicks.
They're big, but
it's
they're
big.
shit.
Yeah.
See, whereas like we've actually had a bit of success back in the day. We're just always Boston's little brother. LA, the Clippers have turned themselves into a proper little brother. At one stage, the Clippers weren't even a thing. They weren't even a little brother. They were like a fetus. You know what I mean? But yes, Sixers, forget about the Sixers. The NBA Finals are next week. It'll be Miami, Denver, calling it now. And we'll be previewing it.
Yep.
I can't believe we're here. I
can't
the
believe
NBA Finals, and I can't believe the Miami Heat are in it.
NBA crazy. When this is all done, we need to go back to that
Oh,
Milwaukee Buck game and either watch the fourth quarter or just. I think that
And
was
we
one of the
also
craziest
need to go back
games.
to our preseason predictions.
Yes. Yeah.
We need to.
Yeah. We maybe run that back next week
Run
if
it
we.
back.
Yeah, all these things.
We'll
yeah.
think of it.
We'll have a few, of silly season antics.
You know, I think
Some clips.
there's actually a clip of me. I think even on TikTok of me saying Miami aren't doing anything this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I know that.
You
You
remember
remember? said
I
that
s-
most weeks.
I
won't-
said it at the start of the year.
yeah.
I'm like,
That won't
Miami's
be-
not doing shit.
That won't be hard to
And
find.
it's floating.
It's out there.
That's on the web. It's in the cloud.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. And if you're just listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, hit the 5-star rating, the like button, subscribe button, the follow button, all the buttons you can see. Hit them because we know Spolstra is. And Missoula, there's only one button he's hidden. The elevator button to go down to the car park.
Lakers in 7.
Lakers
For those listening.
We'll talk to you next week.
When he's sticking you and taking all your money.